Um,
Duncan.
it just you were kind of slow in those first two periods and just felt like you were missing something. And in that third period, you finally found it, tied things up, and then just with a minute 30 left, they just get that bounce. How
Yeah.
tough is that to swallow after coming back so hard and feeling like you could have had it?
Well, it's I think what hurts the most is you have a good opportunity like that for you've got two seniors that'll be graduating, and it was so close to being a storybook ending for us, and to be that close, it's that hurts. I the first two periods, you're right, we were, you could tell it was game three in 5 days. I thought both teams, quite frankly, were just misfiring on it quite a bit tonight. A lot of tired plays, a lot of tired mistakes, and in between the second and third, it was, with our group especially, you could feel the urgency on the bench, but they, it was just kind of it wasn't a focused urgency. And, we told them basically slow down, just relax. And they did an amazing job that third period, obviously, with the exception of that one play, we loved. Even in the when we pulled our goalie on the in the odd man situation there at the end, we had a couple looks that just were about a half inch away, and that's just the way it goes. And unfortunately, we're on the wrong side tonight, and it hurts right now.
Yeah, Coach, what do you kind of say to the girls after that type of thing, and just how do you try to keep their heads up and things like that?
Well, one of the things we talk about all the time, especially when we start the recruiting process, is every night we have to have maximum effort, and as long as we do that, we can battle and be on the wrong side of the scoreboard and hold our head up high. I'm so incredibly proud of that team right now, with some of the adversity that we faced this year, and to push a team like River Falls to the brink like that. I really, I'm so excited for what it looks like for us here the next few years, based on how young we were this year. And sometimes you grow through, grow through pain. We just kind of talked about that a little bit earlier, and you can't win them all. So it's an unfortunate way to learn, I guess, that feeling. But on the flip side of it, you can definitely tell how much each person in there cares about the person that they're sitting next to, how much they love being Blue Golds. It wasn't so much the pain of not winning this trophy. It was the pain of not being able to win it for essentially our Blue Gold family. So it's something where obviously this group will be together and they'll lean on each other. And, that's part of our culture and the strength of this group. And I think if anything, this is going to help drive us forward. But tonight, it obviously, it's not just your average loss tonight.
Coach, obviously you and River Falls have had quite a few battles over the years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, was it fitting for this series to go to game three, and then game three comes down to the last 2 minutes?
Yeah, it really is. And, you look at this series and how this has gone back and forth. The part that we're excited about, I think, is when we've been on the wrong side of the scoreboard, for the most part, it's been, it's been a 1-goal game. It's been an overtime game. When we've been on the right side, it's been a lot bigger margin than just the one. So, from that standpoint, to be here tonight, having it being a 1-goal game and coming down to one single play, it's kind of that anticipation of what it should be like in this series. And, to be back in that spot again, from our players' perspective, it's I think what they dream about when they become Blue Golds. And the risk of that is not being on the right side of that. And that's where we're at right now.
And what did you see on that last goal? It kind of seemed like something where there wasn't a ton that you guys could have done to prevent it.
No, and this is a tremendous credit to Coach Joe over there. It was a drawn up play. The shot that they took was very specific. You have Callie Hoff on the back door. You know, it was a shot for far pad for a tap in. Unfortunately, you know, I haven't watched it on tape yet to kind of see if what we could have done differently. That'll obviously be something I get to know, very familiar with. So we don't ever repeat the mistake that we made tonight. And that's not on the players. That's, you know, there's some things already in my mind that I would have done some different things during that timeout. So it's part of what goes on with this series. It's part of learning. It's part of development. And you know, it was a great play by them. And you know, it's big moments typically come with your big players. And you know, Callie Hoff, who I'll be shocked if she's not a first team all WIAC this year. You know, scored 2 huge goals in this series for them. I mean, 2 game winners. So if anything, I think it's probably it'll motivate us to be better. And you know, tonight though, you know, it's a stick tap to them.
And obviously it's still fresh that it's over, but I mean, what kind of a grind and what kind of a journey has this season been?
And that's roller coaster ride that I hope we never have to go through again. You know, even this morning, I think I was more nervous for testing this morning than any morning so far. You know, to make sure everybody's negative for COVID. So, you know, from that standpoint, it has been, you know, I couldn't be any prouder of this group right now, because the adversity that they've gone through this year, and to show up and answer the bell every single day, regardless of what was going on away from the rink, whether it's tests or anything else that life's thrown at them, they've answered every question that was, you know, every test that's been put at them. It's just a tremendous, you know, tremendous group. And you know, the silver lining through all of this is, you know, tonight was the last night. This didn't have NCAA implications this year. And you know, we're looking at a group that has 20 underclassmen that didn't use a year of eligibility this year. Like, holy cow. So we've got some key seniors that are coming back that are going to take advantage of that extra time. So you know, what we had the opportunity to go through this year, I really am very optimistic, without looking too far ahead, about what this means for Blue Gold women's hockey going forward.
Hey, Coach, it's Evan Hong at News 18.
Evan.
You just talked a little bit about the underclassmen, but what do you have to say about the seniors that might be saying goodbye this year?
You know, and we talked about this in that locker room. 4 championships, 4 O'Brien championship games, you know, NCAA appearances, you know, the work and the sacrifice that they put in to help us get to this point right now. You know, one of the toughest things is I think a lot of times people look at the, you know, they look at the talent or the skill that's graduating, and it's the experience that's, you know, that's so hard to replace. So the leadership and the guidance from that spot, you know, that's 4, you know, going in tonight, they had 3 years of being in this game. You know, you could tell when they got here, they weren't nervous for tonight. They were excited. And so from that standpoint, you know, we've been very fortunate to have a front row seat to 2 amazing Blue Golds that, you know, that's I think what hurts more for myself, and I'll speak for my staff too, is knowing how close we were to that storybook ending, and just not having it be enough tonight, because we've got 2 incredible people that will be walking out here with diplomas that have a very bright future. So, you know, it's part of the you know, I don't want to say the business, but that's part of being a college coach is, you know, you get a great front row seat for 4 years and into some amazing people's lives. And, you know, hopefully they've learned a lot of lessons along the way and are taking a lot of tremendous experiences. And you become, you know, you become a spectator, and watch them continue to grow and have success in everything that they're passionate about and what they follow afterwards. So, you know, it hurts tonight to say goodbye, so to speak, but you know, I've got nothing but a tremendous amount of respect for the 2 that we're graduating.
Anyone else have any other questions?
I think I'm good.
I'm good. Thank you.
All right, I think we can let you go. Thanks,
Okay.
Jen. Congrats on a great season.
Thanks. Hey, everyone. Thanks for the coverage this year. It's been awesome. So I know our players really appreciate it. So thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Coach.
See you guys.
See you guys.